It's time to play our favorite game. It's time to play the game. Our favorite game in all the world. Guess the Kickstarter from just the name.
Welcome to our favorite game in all the world. And here's your host, Russ Morrissey.
Hello and welcome to our favourite game in all the world, the game where I read out the name of a Kickstarter and my panel of RPG experts tries to guess what it is from just the name. With me this week, as always, I have Peter Coffey from the Southampton Guild of Roleplayers, and his challenger this week is none other than Jason Bulmahn, the creator of Pathfinder. Jason, welcome to the game.
Hey, yeah, let's do this. What do I win?
Well, this week's metaphorical trophy is a smug sense of self-satisfaction.
Oh, my favorite trophy.
Yes.
I know, right? Really nailing it.
Actually, that's the same trophy as last week. I need to start thinking of some more trophies. But for this week...
Oh, it's a travelling trophy. All right.
Yes.
Well, the best things in life are free, and so is this prize.
All right, so I suggest that Peter goes first so that Jason can see how it's played, or not played, as the case may be.
Or this is how not to do it. That's my excuse. I'm totally sticking to it.
All right, Peter. Mr. Coffey, Mr. Peter Coffey, are you ready?
Hell yeah! Hit me.
Are you limbered up?
Do my stretches.
Have you done your stretching?
I have. It's very important at my age.
We don't want you to pull a muscle while doing this.
Yeah. It's a deeply athletic game, which, as listeners will know, is increased and aided by the fact that I am constantly doing star jumps, which is a way to reduce the time that it takes me to answer the question.
Yes, I just wish you'd wear trousers while you did them.
You know it. Flapping in the wind, man. Flapping in the wind.
All right then, Peter. Your first one. What is the Wild Sea RPG?
Is that 2 words?
It is one word. Well, Wild Sea is one word and RPG is another, and is a third word, so it's 3 words.
Interesting.
If he doesn't get it, can I steal? I know what this one
You know what it is.
But if you know what it is, then unfortunately you can't take it. It's like on the rare occasions when I've actually known what it is, I've had to pass stop and say, well, that's the spirit of the game. If you don't wish to play that one, that's entirely okay.
Anyway,
but, you're cheating yourself.
Peter, you're prevaricating. That's a word.
I'm
isn't it?
prevaricating.
Have I just invented a word, or was that a word?
Prevaricating is totally a word.
Okay.
Accurately describing what I was doing, although I think you'll find that now I've moved on to what we call filibustering, which is a different... So
Peter,
the Wild Sea RPG...
Tell me what the Wild Sea RPG is.
The Wild Sea RPG is I'm going to say it's a new and original system about a place called Wild Sea, which I'm hoping is... more than a little nautical and travel in its theming. What does it say? Wild Sea. So I'm hoping for a lot of stormy weather in both the political and physical sense of the word. We've got like some proper pathetic fallacy coming on, where like you're just blown away by like tides of revolution and also like by things going up and down because water is wet and choppy when wind blows. What else can we say? I think it is going to have fantasy. Wait a minute. Is this like a... Oh, actually, you know what? Is this about Ursula Le Guin? In fact, I'm pretty sure this... Is this Ursula Le Guin? No, that's Wizard of Earthsea. Curses. I was like, wait a minute. No, I was so close.
I've been trying to keep a poker face through all that and not give any hints away. No, it's not that. It's not. Okay. It's not Earth. It's Wild Sea.
Okay, that's right. There you go. So I don't know, Wild Sea. Okay. Maybe it's a play. It's a place.
That is a fantastic guess, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why it's fantastic?
Because it's wrong in every detail.
It's fantastic that you got it so wrong. So this
it's easy to get this one wrong. This one's really weird.
So this is a tabletop RPG set in a world overrun by greenery.
Okay.
It uses a narrative D6 dice pool system, which is inspired by Blades in the Dark, 13th Age, and Belly of the Beast. And it's set sort of 300 years after sort of civilization was toppled by a wave of fast-growing greenery.
Okay, right. So there's like more a touch of Nautical Valley of the Wind going on. But go on then.
And now we have chainsaw. What's a chainsaw? That's an entirely different thing.
I don't know.
Chainsaw.
A really bad day.
So we got chainsaw-driven ships cutting their way across treetop waves. So basically, the treetops sort of form the sea, and they use chainsaws to... and their engines are powered by oil fruit, rope golems, honey, and pride. You play a wild sailor, part of a motley crew consisting of humanity's weathered descendants, cactoid gunslingers, centipedal fungi, silk-clothed spider folk, and other stranger things.
Yeah, the Kickstarter has an illustration of one of these spider folk smoking a hookah. It's great.
This is doing very well as well. It's got 12 days to go.
If it was centipedal fungi people, that'd be straight out of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. So
but yeah, why not?
12 days to go. It had a $15,000 goal. It's currently at $76,500 with 12 days to go. So, well,
5 times
RPG.
nice.
Unfortunately, Peter, you got that completely wrong. That is definitely minus 1,000 points for you.
I'm quite happy with that. It sounds much better than what I was saying.
Yes, it does. So, Jason, your turn. So, you are currently 1,000 points in the lead.
Hooray!
Well done. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. I am quite ready.
Have you strapped yourself in?
I have girded my loins.
We have to follow all the safety precautions. Make sure you're buckled in correctly.
That you grabbed your socks. That's very important.
I've got my coffee. I've got my spear. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So, what is shiver?
Shiver.
Now, this is one of those things that is it's a word, then a colon, then a thing that tells you what the first word meant. And I can't give you what's after the colon because it's the answer to the question. So it's shiver colon something.
I'm assuming all of these are game related.
They are all RPG related specifically.
Okay.
RPG.
All right. In that case, it has to go one of two ways. It either has to be an RPG about living in a world that is covered in snow and ice and you are shivering, or you are shivering in fear or terror. So it's either like a survivalist game or a horror game, and I'm not sure which one.
30 Days of Night.
But you have to pick one.
Yeah.
Or 30 Days of Night, which is both. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it very well could be that, right? You know what? And let's say it's that. This is a RPG. It's a horror, bleak, survivalist RPG set in a cold wasteland, a world that's gone into an eternal winter, and there are horrible things that lurk in the dark. That's what I'm guessing the game is, and if it's not, I'm going to go start writing that game.
Okay, then.
Sign me up to the email list for when it's ready.
Yeah.
Right, so you're about half right. Which is certainly better than being completely wrong, as Peter was.
That's true.
Of the horror and snow themes, one of them is correct. The horror theme is the correct theme. There's no mention of snow. That's not saying that it can't snow, but there's no mention of snow in the description. It takes its inspiration from horror films and shows like Stranger Things, Jurassic Park, I wouldn't call that horror really, but okay. Friday the 13th, The Thing, Aliens, Dracula, and The X-Files.
I'm still trying to figure out how Jurassic Park is in there. I mean...
I suppose monsters jump out at you sometimes.
No, guys. You have to watch Jurassic Park and not root for the dinosaurs.
Oh, why would I do
if
that?
If you're rooting for the humans, it's clearly not scary. If you're like, Velociraptors...
that makes
it's obviously
sense.
like,
So, Jason, I'll give you 5 points out of 10 for that. You're basically half right. It's basically all about scary movies, pulp TV shows and stuff. Again, it's funding well. It had a £10,000 goal. It's at £26,500 now, with nearly 3 weeks to go.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to add that to my list of things to possibly back. I've already backed Wildsea.
See, we do this game every week, and it's dangerous.
It's expensive.
It gets expensive for me.
I can see that.
Yeah.
As someone who is literally in my office surrounded by dozens and dozens of games, I'll never live enough lifetimes to play.
I know, it's horrible.
It's a dangerous hobby. But for me, it's a tax write-off, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
Right then. Okay, Peter.
Yes.
So, Jason is in the lead. 5 points to minus 1,000. Can you make
come back from worse.
1,006 points or more in his next guess?
He's got to get it exactly right. Like more than that.
I have faith in the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet.
He's made
is
a million
always right.
points before.
It's true.
It is true. Wow. It is possible.
So, yeah. The spreadsheet is a
As you
strange
can tell,
mistress,
Jason,
that's what I'm
the
saying.
scoring system in this game is highly scientific and
I'm
highly
beginning to get a sense of that, yeah.
Yeah, it's full on materialist. That's all we've got to say. Yeah.
Right, Peter,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Stop prevaricating, Russ. Give me the question.
I'm trying to, man.
Focus.
Are you ready? What is
Yeah.
Before the Stroke of Midnight? I love the name of that.
It's very evocative for Euphonius. Well, I'm a child of the 80s, so I'm going to say Before the Stroke of Midnight is... We've had the Terminator on today. It's all about a game about avoiding thermonuclear war. And you're trying to get in and prevent a terrible disaster. I mean, it doesn't have to be thermonuclear war, but it's like some terrible disaster, and you're getting in and stopping it. That's what I would hope for from the game. And the other option, I suppose, would be that it's a more narrative-based game that's focused on a more fairy tale sort of thing about getting back before the witching hour. But I like the thermonuclear apocalypse one, so that's what I'm going to go for.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Peter. At least you get something out of this.
Absolutely, something like heavy points.
So what this is it's based on Edgar Allan Poe.
Ooh.
And it's for D&D 5th edition. Basically, it's a gothic fantasy RPG book for D&D 5e.
Well, obviously these are such natural bedfellows. I'm hard pressed to think how we could otherwise.
Well, let me tell you some more about it, see if it takes your fancy. So, 4-5e, as you said, it's an adventure called Before the Stroke of Midnight. It includes lots of digital support, maps, tokens, and handouts, along with specially designed Gothic-themed character sheets for D&D 5th edition. It's a 9th level adventure. Ninth level adventure.
Chunky.
And it contains new monsters, magical items, spells, and more. And the adventure itself, the Duchess Rose Blackraven of Shieldsborg Castle, is dead. However, her last will is missing, and it is unclear who will inherit from her. You must find the will before midnight. I'm going to give you both of your guesses were get it done before midnight guesses, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you 1 point for that. And identify the true heir to Shieldsborg Castle. Search the old castle for clues, interview the secretive residents, and investigate the mysterious surrounding areas. I like the sound of this, actually.
Well, of course you do. It's basically Ravenloft, but like with the serial numbers scraped off, and there's Sprick Cradle on it, which isn't a bad thing, because, but this is what it is, and I think is the better for it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like the look of it a lot. It's funded. All of these this week are funded already. Funded
Nice.
well. A British one, it's 1,265. That's an odd goal. £1,265 goal. And it's just coming up to £15,000 now.
Well,
So you scored 1 point there, Peter. Well done.
Nice.
You're now at minus 999.
Yes.
To Jason's 5, I believe.
you're down by 1,004.
Yes.
They can all turn on this last one.
Yes. Go on, Jason. It's in your gift.
Oh boy.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes,
This is all compulsory.
I'm as ready as I will ever be.
All you have
That's
to
the
do is not score minus 1,004 points.
That is a challenge, but I feel like I'm up to it.
See,
Okay.
I suggest you get coffee before this. That's how on your side I am.
That was a good call.
Right then, Jason, here we go. Your Kickstarter is called Dust.
Dust.
Oh, that's
Huh.
You're getting hard ones, because the single name ones are hard.
Yeah. So I once again, I think this can go one of two ways. I think you can go the kind of, once again, you can kind of go the post-apocalyptic world is kind of ruined, all that is left is dust. You could also go the angle of like Old West, like Western, like
sort of a dusty trails.
Dusty trail or dusty plain.
Or Dust Bowl, maybe?
Well, I'm also thinking that there was a game called Dust.
Yes.
A little while back. I don't, if they did a new Kickstarter here recently, I missed it, so I'm not sure it's them. I'm going to go with, oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to go with the post-apocalyptic strategy on this. It's a world that is ruined, and this is a product that I'm not sure if are they all games? I mean, the last one was an adventure, so I suppose they could be anything.
They're all RPG
in the games
related.
category.
That's the only.
Yeah, right.
Only thing.
Well, I suppose I could also go the route of it's just a bag of dust for your game.
Well, someone did make potato salad or something on Kickstarter, didn't they? Was it like 2 years ago?
Yeah,
It did
yeah.
really well.
I was really upset that a few years back there was a Kickstarter for a game called Kartoffelkrieg, which was you fight with potatoes. I mean, literally with potatoes.
Potato War. Nice.
Yeah. It was fun. No, so back to Dust. I think this is a game about being a wasteland survivor, wandering through a ruined world, trying to survive.
Ooh, what system would you run it in?
Well, I mean,
Original?
right now it seems like everybody's just running to make a game compatible with 5th edition. So, but you know what? I'm going to say it's got its own proprietary system that's mostly based on dice pools of D6.
We did actually have a Apocalypse World powered by the Apocalypse sort of phase about a year ago, didn't we? Where everything seemed to be powered by the Apocalypse.
About two to 3.5 years.
fair.
It was like, and in the dark, Forged in the Dark is still very popular.
Yeah.
But
That's true. Yeah.
But anyway, back to this one. So, have you heard of the Slayers RPG?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a supplement for the Slayers RPG.
Ah, all right.
So the Slayers
I was
RPG.
going to say the vampire does. So you could, when you were talking about that, so it's like you need a really convincing vampire does fizz rep to whack on the table.
Yeah.
So the Slayers RPG is a monster hunting RPG which was released earlier this year, in which you take on the role of Slayers and you have the job of tracking and killing like abominations and monsters and horrible things. So this is a Weird West district called Dust.
West. Oh.
Dancing around it. Oh.
So, Dust, a desert in the middle of a city. The sound of forges echo off the mountains, punctuated by the blast of a 6-shooter. You play slingers, judge, jury, and executioner. The place is so damned, even the monsters are cursed.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go pick that up. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I forget what your guess was, though, even though you said it literally 2 minutes ago. You said exactly that, man.
I did have a Western possibility, but I went with
You
the
talked yourself out of
post-apocalyptic.
it.
Yeah, I talked myself out of it, yeah.
You talked yourself out of the correct answer.
I totally did.
It's always sad.
I'm glad I didn't go with the miniatures game. I would have been even more wrong.
Post-apocalyptic strategy.
No, it's a post-apocalyptic
radioactive
role-playing game where you
survivors.
play like a survivor, right? I'm wrong.
Yeah, that sounds very Mad Max to me, your idea.
Yeah.
Well, this obviously is not that. So, yeah, you
What's
talk,
the system?
I feel bad that you talked yourself out of the correct answer. Unfortunately, you get no points for that. However, you do still have your 5 points, and this is the end of the game. So, with 5 points to minus 999, I am pleased to declare Jason Bulmahn this week's winner of our favourite game in all the world. And Jason, you win the trophy, a smug sense of self-satisfaction.
It was a good game. We just got out there. We gave it 110%, and
yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a game of two halves, isn't it?
yeah.
We lost both.
This episode's crowdfunding projects are based on the weekly EN World crowdfunding column by Embry.